chess aficionados, here's a section of the Perpetual Chess Podcast. I'll give you the link below in the comment section on Ben Finegold, GM Ben Finegold's view of the Netflix documentary where Magnus and chess.com and all the $100 million lawsuit, that type of thing. Anyway, so here he go. Let's listen to what he says.
You try to find evidence that they're cheating instead of analyzing it objectively, and you want to believe that somebody's cheating, and objectivity goes out the window. So, like before the game in question at the Sinkfield Cup, Magnus felt like Hans might be cheating, and then during the game, since he wasn't doing well, and he didn't feel like Hans was concentrating in a way that most super GMs would concentrate during a game, that egged on his supposition that Hans was cheating, and Hans won with black. One thing they didn't mention, which made me like think about whether I was right or not. Maybe you can hook me up, because I thought that not only did Hans win, but that Magnus had this huge streak of not losing before this game. And this was like Magnus hadn't lost in a year and a half or something. That was my recollection, but they didn't mention it in the documentary, which seemed like something that would be important to mention, that Magnus just never loses. But again, the documentary made it seem like it was impossible for a strong grandmaster to beat Magnus one game, when obviously that's not the case. If Magnus played a 12-game match with Hans and Hans won, that would be suspicious. But losing a game in Miami in some like rapid tournament, they made it seem like this was the most amazing thing that's ever happened. We must investigate. And I think Hans was better at chess than Magnus was there to believe. And Hans had a lot of good success against a lot of grandmasters. So it's not surprising in a one-off game that somebody wins. I mean, even Hikaru won a game at the Candidates. Anybody can win.
Wow,
I mean,
shots fired.
It's not surprising.
Okay, well then, I don't know. What do you think? Who has watched the Netflix? I've watched it. It has some interesting moments. I think Daniel mentioned the other guy kind of goofy. They're got like $1 billion company, but they're such goofballs. Like, what are they in the 40s? They're like little boys trapped in a man's body. I don't know. They're always like joking around, but that's, I guess, their personality. And you should watch the Netflix thing and let us know if you liked it or not. Your comments on Ben Finegold, his comments on the documentary. Thanks for watching.